what should I consider before starting a house renovation? Well, that is going to depend on if we're doing a buy-to-let from an investment perspective. Are we doing a HMO, a house of multiple occupation? Are we doing a flat conversion? Are we just a homeowner wanting to renovate our kitchen or bathroom? Things that we need to consider. Number two, the specification. We need to consider our specification. Why is that important? Well, it's important that our team all know what we expect the end to look like. So again, if we're using sustainable products, then we need to know that at the start before we finish. Key milestones, okay? So timely decisions, things like that. Anything that could affect the program need to be taken into consideration, okay? We need to be keeping everybody in the loop. Having a bit of a software, it can be simple as like Trello or Asana, thing like that. Any kind of software that keeps all our build team in check and manage expectations, that is something that we really should consider. So again, communication is a big one, making sure that everybody knows the full expectation from start to finish. Some of the factors that actually should be taken into consideration are, we've got a bit of a construct process that we go through. So things such as like time constraints. Is there any other constraints on the job that might be an issue for your build team? Are there financial constraints? Is there time constraints? Are there material constraints? If you're picking a certain material type, is that material easily accessible and easily procurable as we all believe? Or has it got a lead time? You could be picking, say, like a porcelanosa product. A lot of the tiles that people like to pick are from porcelanosa. They get manufactured out in Valencia, over in Spain there. And sometimes, if they're not on the shelf, they could take 8 to 12 weeks to arrive. So that is key to take into consideration. Time. Time is a big factor. Are you looking to plan your works in the summer? Well, have you considered the summer holidays? Builders also like to go on holiday. Shock, right? But have they got holidays booked in no school holiday periods? It is a big consideration that we need to take into consideration. I've said consideration a million times, but you've got to bear these things in mind. These are the devil in the details that we need to consider. That is a big factor. Why could it impact you? Well, it could delay the build. You guys could be on holiday. Now let's put this into perspective. You plan an 8-week slot because you're at home, someone's working away, so you think, no, I'll do it now because this is the perfect time. If you don't consider your build team being away on holiday, that might impact you. So they might go away on, say, weeks 4 to 6. Well, you might have only allowed 6 weeks because you go away on holiday on the 7th and 8th week. So therefore, that could be 4 weeks of your whole build program completely wiped just because you didn't have that consideration at the start of the project. Other things such as, what building type is it? They are huge considerations. Is it an old build or is it a new modern build? Have I got asbestos within that building? Is it asbestos free? These things need to be taken into consideration because they could have financial implications, especially on health. Asbestos is a huge killer in the construction industry. So don't just jump in. Make sure before you start any refurb, no matter how big or small it is, if you're going to send a tradesman into a property, make sure you get an asbestos survey. That is crucial on any and all refurb projects.